Welcome to the Weather Gurus podcast for October 6, 2022 edition. We're going to be covering a lot here. First of all, we're going to start off with the national radar for the lower 48 United States. And then we're going to go on to the hazards and national hazards brought to you by the National Weather Service map. And also the the tropics. And look at the tropics as Tropical Storm Julia gets underway right now. So first, we're going to be looking at the national radar trap. It's pretty quiet in most of the country. The Northeast enjoying beautiful weather after 3 days of rain from the coastal low that brought rain down the I-95 corridor from Boston, New York, Philly, into D.C. and into Richmond. Temperatures remained in the 40s and 50 degree Fahrenheit along with stinging rain for the last 2-3 days here. But the low was pulled out to sea here. It's speeding past Halifax and Nova Scotia in the Canadian Maritimes as we speak. And now we're left with beautiful sunshine in the Northeast with temperatures in the 60s and 70s Fahrenheit, clear skies, beautiful sunshine, and the Southeast as well. Lower humidity from Atlanta to Charlotte, to Columbia to Charleston, to Jacksonville and Tampa. Beautiful skies, temperatures in the 70s and 80s Fahrenheit in the Southeast, not a cloud in the sky. High pressure dominates in the Midwest as well. So hello to everyone in Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Minneapolis, and also in the heartland of the nation, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. Beautiful weather, temperatures in the 80s. Enjoy it now because the weekend promises to bring a cool down for areas in the central U.S. as well as the upper plains and the northeast as well. Out in the southwest, a monsoonal flow continues to pump moisture up into New Mexico and the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and also down Albuquerque and down the Taos and down into the lower basin, rim country of Arizona, east of Phoenix and Tucson there. Rain showers continue to make their impact there. There's also brief showers here in South Dakota here, coming across just north of the I-90 corridor, north of Rapid City and Pierre, South Dakota. Heavy rain and showers, non-severe in nature, will continue to make their empire. Not much lightning with that either. So just a really rain. Out west, the Pacific Northwest is drying out. Beautiful conditions. Temperatures in the 60s Fahrenheit. Absolutely gorgeous from Seattle to the Spokane River Valley, down through Portland and Medford, Oregon, and the I-5 corridor. Now, there is some showers extending from Milwaukee across the Great Lakes through Grand Rapids and all the way up to the UP of Michigan here. There is frost and freeze warnings that will be in effect after tomorrow for the UP of Michigan as well as other areas, so they may get a taste of winter as temperatures will continue to go down as the Alberta Clipperlight system joins with a cold front that's going to be sweeping across the Great Lakes come tomorrow. And so that's what we have going on in the national picture here. National Weather Service hazards here. Current hazards, once again, is pretty clear. We just have some coastal flood advisory. So if you're in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, the Tidewater area, Virginia Beach, Pocosin, Virginia, and also the Delmarva Peninsula from Rehoboth Beach all the way through Bethany Beach and Dover, Delaware, and some of the coastal communities of New Jersey, the south, the shore, along the shore there from Atlantic City up through Neptune Beach and all those areas there. There was a coastal flood advisory, coastal flood warning for your area, as there's a little bit of still a rise left over from what hurt, or the remnants of Ian brought the conditions there. Otherwise, most of the other warnings is in the state of Arizona, from anywhere along that I-17 corridor coming through the Verde Valley, north of Phoenix, headed to Flagstaff and Sedona, and those areas east and points eastward through the desert rim country there, the high deserts there in Arizona. So that's the coastal flood watch warning for them. Now, elsewhere, there is a dense fog advisory also mentioned in in northern Wyoming and also northern Montana. So just to the east of the Wasatch and the Bitterroot Range there is a coastal dense fog advisory, at least through the morning hours of this advisory. Now, look at the National Hurricane Center's map for our tropics here. Tropical Depression 12 is expecting to fizzle out here. It was expected to become our next named storm, but now it's going to fizzle out here to the west, several hundred miles to the west of the Cape Verde Islands here as a 35-mile-an-hour tropical depression, moving to the west-northwest at 12 miles an hour. So tomorrow is expected to fizzle out, not be a concern. But tropical depression, potential tropical cyclone 13, has 35 miles, winds at 35 miles an hour, pressure's down to 1,005 millibars, and it's currently passing by the ABC Islands now of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, and to the northern Venezuela coastline. It's skirting along. This is a very southern latitude system, and so because of which it's being stirred by a big ridge of Bermuda High, Azores High, and it's going to be more of a storm for not the U.S., but more of a storm for the Central America, possibly Nicaragua or Honduras. A landfall is likely, probably by Saturday or Sunday. Right now it's moving very fast at the west at 13 knots or 15 miles an hour, and like I said, the potential is given 100% to potential through 5 days for development. So by tomorrow, this could become Tropical Storm Julia, which is next on that list here. Like I said, it's not a threat to the U.S. or any of the Caribbean islands. Puerto Rico, Jamaica, you're in the clear. Haiti, Cuba, and the Windward and Leeward Islands are in the clear at this point. Aruba may experience some gusty winds and things of that nature, just squally showers, but nothing to tropical storm strength or hurricane strength yet. So as it blows by there, Colombia and Venezuela will get heavy rain in the northern tier. So if you got any friends going down to Cartagena or Barranquilla or in Venezuela, Maracaibo, any of these northern cities here, you're experiencing heavy rain right now. But as the system tracks west, it will get a name tomorrow, Tropical Storm Julia, and then it potentially could become a Category 1 hurricane by landfall sometime on Saturday, either impacting the Nicaraguan coastline or the Honduras coastline, yet to be determined. But they will have to deal with some of the flooding in those mountainous passes up there in Central America. So hopefully it's not too bad. But we'll keep an eye on that for you. And so far, this is what we have going on. This is the Weather Guru. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel for the latest daily weather updates and also what's going on nationally too as well. Thank you very much for your support. I look forward to hearing from you in the next episode.